Is it really as bad as they're saying? Let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. Let's talk about movies. Please support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Coffee and YouTube membership links in the description down below. Let's talk about Rocky on 4K. Okay guys, so I picked up the Rocky Knockout Collection on 4K out of my good hard earned money. I am not under an obligation like some of those other channels to give you a kind of buttered up version of what Rocky looks like on 4K. These are originally MGM movies and Warner Brothers have released this 4K set here. It has a slipcover which is the exact same as the Emerald case underneath there guys. The actual disc art is fairly plain and simple. No Blu-ray discs in this guys. It's just 4K discs. Rocky 1, 2, 3, Rocky 4, Rocky vs Drago, the Ultimate Director's Cut. And you have a Blu-ray disc there with some bonus features at the end. Okay guys, first up we have Rocky from 1976, directed by John G. Avildsen. This runs 1 hour 59 minutes is the 4K runtime. Let's talk audio. You're getting a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 remastered sound mix on this. You also have the original 2-channel stereo theatrical mix. Bill Conti score, fantastic stuff guys, absolutely love it. What a legendary score soundtrack for Rocky. He's going to be involved in the first 3 movies here, Bill Conti. In this new 5.1 remastered mix, the surrounds kick in during the boxing scenes, giving you some atmosphere, the crowd, all that kind of thing. Sounds really good. Otherwise we're getting a kind of a front channel heavy kind of a movie until those surrounds kick in the boxing scenes. Let's talk about picture quality guys. 4K restoration, HDR, Dolby Vision, 1:5:1, so it's a full screen picture on your TV. The grain is present, I'm happy to say. It looks really well. I really like it on Rocky. You can see the kind of contrast guys with the dark boxing halls and then the kind of pet shop, for example, where Adrian works is really bright. Reds, yellows really stand out to me in the first Rocky here. There's some soft focus shots throughout the movie. Nothing can be done about that now, but that's just how the first Rocky looks in 4K. Okay guys, Rocky 2 comes in 1979, directed by Sylvester Stallone. It's going to run 1 hour 59 minutes, that's the 4K runtime. Audio wise, I listened to the DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 remastered sound mix. Again, you're getting a 2-channel stereo theatrical mix on there as well. Bill Conti score stands out once again. Surrounds are really good on the action, the boxing. There's a bit of a volume increase towards the end of the movie. I thought I had to kind of lower down my receiver just a tad there at the end of the movie, so that may be an issue on my end. I just thought I'd mention it in case you guys need to look out for it on your end. Picture quality, let's talk about it. 4K restoration as far as I can tell. HDR, high dynamic range, Dolby Vision, 1:5:1 aspect ratio, so full screen picture here. The grain is present. For me, it's very coarse. It's very harsh. It's very rough. It's more obvious than the first Rocky. This may put some people off. Grain inconsistency, I will say, is an issue for me with this collection. Blue, reds, yellows really stand out in the colour grade on Rocky 2 here, guys. Next up, Rocky 3 comes in 1982. Once again, directed by Sly himself. Runtime on this 4K disc is 1 hour 39 minutes. Audio, we are listening to, once again, the DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 remastered mix. 2-channel original theatrical mix is on there. I didn't listen to it. Bill Conti score, I have to mention it again, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Eye of the Tiger, love it. Surround mix is really good on the fight scenes once again. Picture quality, 4K, high dynamic range, Dolby Vision, 1.85:1 aspect ratio, so full screen picture once again. Grain is present on Rocky 3, guys. It looks rough. This was the first movie that struck me. It looks rough, then it's faint or fine, then it's rough again. This could be a million and one things, guys. It could be the restoration, it could be the film stock that was used upon filming the movie. It's very inconsistent. That's the issue I have with the grain. Blues, reds, yellows really pop out in this colour grade for the movie here. The slow motion training montage looks really great. That was really good. The fight sequences look fantastic. They really look great. Really happy with that. Other than the grain inconsistencies, this is a thumbs up for Rocky 3. Okay, so the most controversial thing in Rocky the Knockout Collection is Rocky 4 Ultimate Director's Cut, recut, whatever you want to call it, re-edited. Sly has gone back, he's changed it. Let's talk about it. Rocky versus Drago. So Rocky 4 comes to us in 1985, written and directed by Sly himself. The theatrical cut of this movie, I will say guys, the back cover, the information on the back cover here is incorrect. The theatrical cut is 91 minutes, the director's cut is 94 minutes. It has on the back here, the theatrical cut is 87 minutes. They're 4 minutes off, they're wildly off. But anyways, let's get into it. Audio, I listened to the DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix on this one. Again, you're getting an original 2-channel stereo mix on this. This is the best surround mix out of the 4 movies in this collection, in my opinion. There's a lot of surrounds going on, which is really, really cool. No Bill Conti, but a Vince DiCola score on this. Kind of, synthy, 80s electronic-y. It's in there, it's really, really cool. Picture quality, guys, 4K restoration. HDR, high dynamic range, Dolby Vision. Incorrectly, once again, the back of this lists all the movies as 185:1, which is flat aspect ratio working in the cinemas. No, this is a 235:1 scope movie, guys. So you're going to get your black bars top and bottom. What's interesting here is you see Sly re-editing this movie in one of the bonus features, and it looks like an open matte 185. That's the footage he's watching. So in my opinion, they've dropped in black bars on this. I would have to dig out my old Rocky box set back here to see if Rocky 4 is 235, but in this set, Rocky 4 Drago cut is 235 with the black bars top and bottom. Okay guys, so the film grain, it's in there. It's not as harsh as Rocky 2 and 3, but it's inconsistent again. This could come down to film stock used, how the restoration was carried out, what source materials were available, all that sort of stuff once again. Blues, greens, yellows, reds all pop out in this colour grade here on the Drago cut. Let me check my notes to explain to you what's different between the Sly cut and the theatrical cut. Okay guys, so I quickly kind of scrambled to write down a bunch of notes about essentially every single major scene in the ultimate director's cut versus the theatrical cut. So we have the recap of Rocky 3. In the theatrical cut, Rocky arrives home, it's Paulie's birthday, we have the robot, happy birthday Paulie, all that stuff, all the fun stuff, right? And that's immediately gone out of the director's cut. So the director's cut has Rocky 3 recap, Apollo in his pool at his house, he sees Drago arrive, you know, it shows him in the Russian lab, there's that whole kind of press conference thing. There's dinner at Rocky's house, Apollo and Rocky are talking about, hey, should I fight Drago? In the theatrical cut, there's a lot more of the robot involved around the house. Which has been completed. The robot's gone, guys. The bad news is the robot's gone out of the Rocky 4 director's cut. Apollo versus Drago fight happens. There's some more backstage footage with Apollo and Rocky, I think, in the theatrical cut. Apollo's funeral happens. Rocky versus Drago is on. There's a music video with Sly driving in the car. All that is the same. The robot is more involved in the scenes where Rocky is leaving to go to Russia. Rocky gets to Russia, training montage, it's all still intact, guys. I don't know how much Sly has changed in there. There is about 26 minutes left in the theatrical cut when the fight starts to happen, and there's about 30 minutes left in the director's cut, so you're getting 4 minutes more of fight in the director's cut. So the fight happens, Rocky wins, go America, all that good stuff. Rocky gives this kind of like united speech. The difference is, in the director's cut, Rocky gives the speech, we're all united, the Russian crowd starts to applause, but the Russian president or whoever that's supposed to be kind of stands up and in disgust leaves. And then Eye of the Tiger kicks in. That's the end of the director's cut. In the theatrical cut, Rocky gives the united speech, the Russian crowd applauses, the Russian president or whoever stands up, and they all the Russian dignitaries applaud. And then there's a different song at the end. So I thought that was really interesting. That was a nice change there. I really liked it. Of course the Russians aren't going to just applaud Rocky at the end. Yay, everyone's united. Of course they're not. They're pissed Drago failed. So that was a nice change I liked in the director's cut. Ultimately, is this as bad as they're all making out? 4K picture quality, inconsistent. That's one word I would use to describe the Rocky 4K Knockout Collection. It's a little bit all over the place. I don't know how much of a restoration was involved in this, in these 4Ks. It's nice to get that Sly director's cut of 4. It's interesting. If you love the robot and all the kind of funny stuff, then you're not going to like this cut of the movie. If you are purely a boxing like Rocky fan, then you may like the director's cut. I'm indifferent to it, guys. I like the fact that now I have 2 cuts of Rocky 4 on 4K in this collection. If I want to watch more robot, I watch the theatrical cut. If I want to watch more boxing, I'll watch the Rocky versus Drago cut. Also, side note, Rocky versus Drago. Shouldn't it be Balboa versus Drago? Or Rocky versus Ivan? Let me know what you think in the comments. So there you go, guys. That is another 4K review here on the channel. I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of all of the controversy around this Rocky 4K collection? Have you picked it up? What do you think? What do you think of that director's cut of Rocky 4? I want to hear from you guys. Jump in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. That's going to do it. As always, stay safe, guys, and I will talk to you on the next one.